And so let's continue our live coverage as closing arguments are set to begin today. We're joined once again by local attorney and legal analyst Patrick Cafferty, who has been joining us every day of the trial. Patrick, good morning. So I want to talk about closing arguments. They're going to start today, and each side will present highlights of the testimony and evidence that they've shared with the jury throughout the trial. How impactful, how important are closing arguments when the jury has already seen much of what the attorneys will be talking about today?
They're significant. One way or the other, it's an opportunity for each side to highlight what they think are the most significant parts of the evidence are, and to try to persuade the jury to side with them. This case, they may be less impactful in that so much of the evidence is on video, and the jury has obviously seen the video multiple times already. But they will certainly see it again during closing arguments. Both sides may play most of the video again. And then when they deliberate, they may ask for the videos to be played for them again. I think that the state is going to focus on the issue of provocation. They will focus on the issue of whether Rittenhouse reasonably believed that he was in danger and needed to use the force that he did. They will certainly focus on the sincerity of the presentation that Rittenhouse made during the course of his testimony. The defense will be laser focused on self-defense, self-defense, self-defense. He had to stop the threat. And at the end of the day, the jury is going to have to decide whether the government has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that he did what he's accused of and that he didn't act in self-defense.
Patrick, jury instructions will also be so important. As you indicated when we first started talking a couple of weeks ago, all of these jurors are bringing in their own personal baggage or their thoughts and opinions about guns, about what happened in Kenosha with the rioting, about Jacob Blake. But none of that is necessarily relevant to the task that's going to be put in front of them. So the instructions they get from a legal standpoint are critical.
Absolutely. The judge is basically going to tell them, you need to put your personal biases aside and listen carefully to what the instructions are. He'll give them a copy of the instructions, and then he will tell them, your job is now to apply these instructions to the facts of the case and come up with a fair decision as to whether the government has proven the case beyond a reasonable doubt. So as much as people may have personal opinions, they do take the admonition of the court seriously, and they will do everything they can to put aside their personal biases and focus on the task at hand.
Defense attorney and legal analyst Patrick Cafferty joining us live this morning. Patrick, thanks very much. We'll see what happens today and talk with you again tomorrow.
And our Stephanie Haynes is going to be in court. Will bring us the latest on TMJ4 News at 5. Of course, we'll bring you the verdict live here on TMJ4 News as well. And we'll be on standby, ready for that to happen at any time.